Hey guys, welcome back to Stripes in the Road. Glad to have you here. I'm Don. If you can't tell, we have a couple birds up there. They're just singing back and forth to each other. They're kind of loud. But anyways, we're getting so excited. Today, we are leaving for the Escapade in Freiburg, Maine. But right now, we're at Thousand Trails, Gateway to Cape Cod. Give you a view here. A nice new pool they've got. I didn't get in there, but it's a real nice campground, very wooded. I just got to move around slowly in the campground here, but you can move around, believe it or not. It's really nice. We've really enjoyed our time here, but I don't know if you know anything about Escapade. When they do the pull-ins and a lot of rallies this way, so pay attention. You go to a rally, you have to get there at a certain time. So we have a 4-hour drive or so, and we have to be there before 2, or we have to sit in the parking lot and wait till tomorrow to park. So we're really trying to get there before that happens, because we don't want to boondock in the parking lot if we can help it. We want to get all set up today. We paid for an extra day to get there early, so to make sure we get there on time. So I better get back to it, or we're going to get way behind. We have to go past Boston today, so hopefully the traffic's not too bad. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you later. Hey guys, so just chilling here. I don't know if you can see the traffic in the background, but that's I-95. And we decided to stop and have a picnic. Well, not really, but we had to stop because the truck was throwing codes again. And yeah, I think it might be a short or something, but I looked and I couldn't find anything. I disconnected the same connectors they did when we had them in the shop last time, and it didn't accomplish anything. So we called local Ford dealership, and they said best they could do is maybe Tuesday. It's Friday, so and we're on our way to the Escapade, which we'd really like to make it there. So I called a mobile tech, and they're supposed to be here around 6:30 or so. So never used a mobile mechanic before. It'll be our first time, but they're able to get to us today, so hopefully they can get us back on the road. In the meantime, we are making the best of it. Got my sandwiches here. Tina's got her sandwiches over there. We got the awning out. We got some grapes, Tina said. And Chloe's chilling on the kitchen mat we laid out for her and got her water there. And then we got a nice view here through the fence, I guess. My view is better than Tina's. Tina's looking at tall grasses. I'm looking over the field, but yep. And then there's the truck with the hood up. Oh. And it is hot up here in Massachusetts, but I'm just thankful that it's not storming. We saw several forecasts that called for storms and rain, and we got a few sprinkles this morning. That's about all we got. So, as long as we don't get any storms and rain showers, that'll be great. And the never-ending saga of why are we not at Escapade? Or why are we not where we were traveling to? Mobile mechanic supposed to be here between 6:30 and 7. Called us, texted us at 7:20. Said, "Oh, we're not gonna make it today." We've been waiting for him for 5 hours. Yeah, not happy campers. So we are literally boondocking here at an old way station lot. Has no lights or nothing. We got our outside lights all on. Got the generator running, and so that's what we have. So tomorrow we're gonna get up early. We're gonna see if we can get a mobile tech, mobile mechanic, and there's some campgrounds in the area. We might see if we can get into one of those, limp it over there, drop off the camper, and if nothing else, we'll take our truck into the shop again and see how that goes. So now that I've got dependable internet, because we have a generator running, so we got our T-Mobile internet up and running, and get better information on the internet. The connector I thought was the fuel rail high pressure sensor. There's actually some other sensor. The high pressure sensor I was looking for is down below the intercooler. I take the intercooler pipe apart. Had to fashion a test piece that I could stick into the probe and probe the connectors. So I had a key piece I had to file down some so I could get in and test the voltage, so I can start trying to chase down the problems. But having better internet, I'm able to get more information than I was before.
So we are on day 3. So it's Sunday. We broke down at about 10:30 or so Friday morning. As you know, headed to the Escapade in Maine. We have been here since then. Don has spent the last 2 days working on the truck as much as he could. He's gotten advice from different people. You know, mobile techs haven't worked out. So now we have an appointment to get the truck in tomorrow, Monday. The plan is there's a campground about 13 miles away, and we're going to try to limp the truck and the RV to the campground. If we get to the campground, which Don feels pretty good that we should be able to hopefully get there. If we can get to the campground, I talked to the lady yesterday. She's super nice. She's like, yeah, we'll work with you, whatever, you know, we can do to help you out. So they have a spot for us. So if we can get there, I rented a car that's in the same area as the campground for 8 o'clock Monday morning. So the plan is, if we can get to the campground, we'll get the rental car Monday morning, limp the truck to the rental car place. Hopefully it's close enough we can walk in case the truck doesn't make it. But then from there, we have an appointment with a mechanic. Oops, sorry about that, Chloe pulled the leash. We have an appointment with a mechanic on Monday. So the idea is to try to get the truck as close to the mechanic as possible because he's 45 minutes away from the campground. So at least if we have the rental car, I can follow him down there. If he breaks down, we'll have to have it towed. But at least at this point, we're trying to get it as close to the mechanic as possible because that'll save us in towing expenses. You know, probably going to be a lot of money either way, but every little penny is going to count, especially now. So just to show you, this is where we have been sitting. We've had the awnings out both days to help keep it cool. We haven't ran the air conditioner during the day trying to save fuel for the generator, but it has been extremely hot. It's been in the 80s, and then the Weather Channel said it feels like it's in the 90s, which I believe. So Chloe's pulling on the leash, trying to keep her in the shade here. Also, I'm trying to keep her out of the weeds. I had to keep her in the RV yesterday with the fans running to keep her cool because the ticks are terrible here. So we have found a total of 4 on her so far. The first day I found one, and as soon as I found one, I started checking her really, really good. And so then she had 2 more later that day. And then yesterday, I was really careful about trying to keep her out of the grass and just kept her in the gravel when I was walking her. And Dawn found one in her ear last night. So trying to keep her safe and away from all the weeds and everything. We also have been checking ourselves when we've been outside and we go in. We've been checking real thoroughly for making sure we don't have any ticks on us and checking our clothes and our hats and everything. Don had one on him. Of course, he's been laying on the ground working on the truck. He had one on him, and then there was one crawling on the wall when you walk in the door, which probably came in either on our clothes or our shoes. So we've been trying to watch those really closely too. So, you know, just trying to get through till we get to a campground here. It started and we are headed on the highway with our hazards on. It might be hard to hear us traveling because we're trying to do everything we can to conserve the engine power. So we don't have the air on, we have all the windows down. So it might be a little difficult to hear us. But we're trying to save the power as much as we can so that the truck will make it to the campground. So we were just prayed before we left, continuing to pray that we make it there.
It's a little intense, so you know.
Yeah. Yes, it is. But here's a picture of what we're seeing. So this is us driving down the highway. We have our hazards on because we're in the right lane because we have to go slow. So trying to baby the engine so that we don't put too much stress on it, so it'll get us there. All right, so thank goodness we made it to the campground. It was very stressful, let me tell you, but we made it. It's Black Bear Campground. It's in Salisbury, Massachusetts. The people here have been just amazing. They locked us in for a week. They said that, you know, they're gonna work with us and we're gonna keep them updated on the truck. So let me show you. This is our site. They put us on the end at the very beginning of the campground because she said she wanted to make sure with our problems we were having. There's the front. So we're right here where you come in. But she did that so that we could make sure with the truck problems not having to drive too far, and it was easy to get in and out, which we were very, very much appreciative of. Again, super nice people. We're right across from the laundry, which we're on full hookup, so I'll be doing laundry today to get caught up, today and tomorrow, to get caught up on everything. Nice shaded trees. It's a nice, cute little campground. Come around to the other side. It's not super big, but we haven't been to the back, so I'm not sure exactly how big it is. They got a pool over there, which I'm sure Don's going to want to take advantage of when the truck's being worked on. So they got a pool, nice little playground. So she was so sweet. She said, I'm sorry we don't have 50 amp pull through. And we're like, we will take whatever you have. So they had a 30 amp full hookup back in for us, which is amazing. So we are very happy to have that. Very thankful, very blessed. God answered our prayers and got us here safely. So, and as you can see, you know, it's not super full right now. I don't know if they get full on the weekends or what. When I checked before for our size rig, they only had like 5 sites. So, but I think part of it is because of our size, because when I didn't put the size in, they had like 40 sites. So it must be bigger than I think. We'll have to take a walk later at another time and show you a tour of the campground. And these people have been so generous to help us. They're letting us pay day by day because of our circumstances instead of paying for the whole week that they've blocked in for us. So we want to definitely support them because they've just been so accommodating for us and really just nice people. So anyway, this is where we're at. Once we get hooked up, we'll give you an update on where we're at with the truck and where we're at with the rental car, and then keep you updated. So stay with us, follow us, help support us. I'm sure this isn't going to be cheap. Not that we make any money on YouTube, but just your support, your moral support out there really helps us out a lot. So thank you for watching, and please continue to stay with us as we see how this whole thing turns out.
But that's what we're dealing with now. Tina went up to the office. They require vaccination records for your dog. So she took that up there. And then she'll be back. And hopefully we can get the power turned on and have a nice, smooth, uneventful rest of the day. That'd be great. But here's a look. Part of our site here. Here's a look at Chloe, who's terribly unhappy that we're not in there with her. And then nice secured campground. We're up in the front, so they keep moving. People keep coming and going. And really busy. It's Sunday though. I think a lot of people are leaving, but it's a cute campground.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is Monday morning.
Yes.
And we had our first night at the campground we were able to get to yesterday. So, how'd you sleep? Did you sleep okay?
I slept all right.
That's good. Yeah, I slept good too. We have 30 amp, which we're extremely thankful for after being stranded on the side of the highway. So we can run two of our air conditioners, which is really, really nice. Turn right. So that helps make it nice and comfortable inside. We are actually going to pick up a car. We're going to, we did a car rental reservation. So we're going to get the car, and then we're going to try to limp the truck to a mechanic that works on Ford diesels, which, by the way, if you have a diesel truck, they're not as easy to find mechanics when you're in small towns, but there's a couple around. I think we found like 3 maybe that are around. So we have one that they're expecting us this morning, so we're going to head over that way. And sorry, between the road being a little bumpy and the car being jerky from the issues it's having, the videos might not be great. Anyway, we're heading over there to get the car rental and then head to the mechanic to drop the truck off. So hopefully we are able to get to the mechanic okay, and they can take a look at it today. So stay along with us as we continue through this crazy journey that we were not expecting.
Yeah, so may try to find a different mechanic that's closer, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the one we're going to is 45 minutes away. So, but the good thing is that we're not towing, so I don't think it's as hard on the engine, so maybe that'll help. be able to
Yes.
get it there a little
The
easier.
problems have occurred when we've been towing. It's just kind of weird, but that's what's been happening.
Sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Never know what you're gonna find.
He was sitting so close on the side of the road that his foot was almost touching the white line.
Yeah. Anyway, so we appreciate you following us along. Your moral support is greatly appreciated.
Seriously.
During this time.
Been a challenge for sure.
It has. But we will keep you updated. As soon as we find things out, we will let you know for sure.
Well, they made it to a place. Oh, that's Dairy Queen. Sorry, wrong place. You know, I can be hopeful that I'm just worried about if I can get ice cream or not. But we picked up our rental car, and they upsized us for free. She got a little bigger than we would have gotten. Not that we need it, but nice to have a bigger car you can move around in.
Yeah, so you don't feel like Mr. Incredible in a little Tonka car.
Yeah, I wonder where the backpack straps are and just pick it up and carry it. So we found a mechanic closer than the one we were going to go to. So we're going to go down there and see if they can fit us in. And it's tricky finding a 1-ton mechanic to work on 1-ton vehicles. Usually your service centers that do heavy equipment, stuff like that, are usually probably your best bet because they seem to take them on, or places that do mods on 1-ton diesels and stuff. But
yeah, I think a lot of the places that said they work on diesels only work on fleets.
Yeah, or HDTs and
HDs and
over the road trucker stuff like that.
It seemed like it was easier to find somebody to work on that than it was to work on the F-350.
Yeah, like nope.
Or they didn't have availability.
Yeah, or they're not available.
Busy.
So that's what we're gonna do now, and we have a nice rental car. Tina's gonna follow me down. We're gonna limp it down to the auto shop.
Yeah.
Lord willing, creek don't rise. We'll make it there safely. So we'll keep you updated. Well, we've dropped the truck off at a truck center. They've got a lot of big trucks and diesels and things, so
turn right onto US 1.
Confident they can do the work. So see what they can do. Said they look at it today. We probably won't get it back today. We're figuring we won't get it back for a couple days, but
yeah,
I don't know. Be nice to have it fixed. We got our rental car and stuff, so it's nice to actually have somebody looking at it. I did everything I could do and couldn't figure it out. So
I feel a lot better though. Just that, first of all, we have a rental car, so I feel like now we can get around and do some things if we need to do them, like go to the grocery store and things like that, and not worry about breaking down, because the truck is really, really rough, and we've been able to limp it here and there different places, but you just wonder when is the last trip that it's gonna make it.
Yeah, what they're gonna say, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, when is it gonna just say, okay, I'm done with you? So so I feel good that we got a rental car, and I also feel good that it's at a shop now, because we broke down Friday morning, and it's just been a process getting to this point. Now it's Monday morning, so we have it, finally have it somewhere, and even if they, even if they don't get it to us for, it could very well be more than a few days, like we have no idea.
Yeah.
But just the fact that it's somewhere and somebody's looking at it that is used to working on diesels and things, I just feel much better about it. And the campground we're staying at is in a pretty populated area, so it seems to be pretty convenient to a lot of things. So that makes me feel better too, that we're not kind of out in the middle of nowhere with, a long way to go to get to places and stuff.
Yeah.
Even this, the rental car was less than 10 minutes away, and then this shop is, what would you say, probably 20
25 minutes away.
from the campground, yeah. Which is a lot closer. It's like half the time the other shop was going to be, which, you know, we were going to take it there, but we were trying to find someplace closer just because, not just convenience, but if the truck would make it, and we don't want to have to pay a tow bill if we can help it. So
we already used our insurance roadside assistance once, and we could probably use it again, but we're trying not to abuse it.
Or have our insurance go up.
Or that.
So anyway, we're heading back.
We can get groceries now. And did you tell them about our water?
Oh, I don't think I did.
Turn left.
So we got to the campsite yesterday morning, and Don was hooking everything up. And while we were there, he said, since I've already got everything, you know, kind of out and unplugged and everything, I'm going to go ahead and switch out the rod to the hot water.
Anode rod.
Turn left onto Elm Street.
Yeah. So, so what were you were?
We were still on the water pump, so I was,
Okay.
I hadn't hooked the water up yet. So we were still on the water pump, so I was using the water pump, so the water from our fresh water tank, to flush out the water heater. And I didn't use a whole lot of water, but then I heard the pump start struggling, and I'm like, oh, I think we just ran out of water in the fresh water tank. If we had stayed in that weigh station a day longer, we'd have ran out. That sometime that day, we'd have ran out of water in our fresh water tank, which may not seem like a huge deal, but it would have been an issue.
Yeah, no, I think it's a big deal. And it's definitely another blessing, because we got to the campground just in time to not run out of water. Because if we had run out of water there, we weren't comfortable leaving the RV there. It wasn't a safe, secure place. And there was a lot of people in and out of there, and it just it felt a little sketchy at times.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to leave the RV to go get water, and then would the truck make it to wherever we needed to go to get the water? Where would we get water? And then I wasn't comfortable staying there by myself, which I could have done it, but
in half a mile, turn right onto School Street.
If he broke down, there wouldn't have been any way to get him. Like, it would have been just more stress added on top of the stress we already had.
And so there was a constant flow of people pulling into that weigh station.
Apparently to use the bathroom that didn't exist.
Yeah, to open their car door and pee in the lot.
Yeah, it was so disgusting.
When the sun was baking hot in the daytime, the whole place smelled like pee.
Oh, it was awful. It was awful. But we were off the highway. I mean, we were at least not on the shoulder of a major highway. So I was very thankful about that.
And did you know that Massachusetts is like the #1 state for ticks?
Yes.
We have learned that because we found the tick on myself, found multiple ticks on our dog. And so if you're up here, make sure you're checking for ticks.
And our dog Chloe has a regular maintenance plan, and she gets flea and tick.
Merge onto Central Street.
Sorry, GPS trying to tell us where to go. She has, we have a regular maintenance plan for her, and she gets monthly flea and tick prevention, which she was current on. I try to always make sure she stays current on all of that, and heartworm. And she still had ticks on her. Now, luckily, they hadn't attached, so we were able to get them, but we thoroughly have been checking her ever since, because they're really bad. So when I did my Google search, apparently it's one of the leading states in ticks here.
And Lyme
disease. So you just want to make sure that if you're up here in Massachusetts, that you're aware of that. So we're always being very careful about that.
Yep.
So anyway, we're heading back, and Don's going to log on and do some work, and we're just going to try to get back to as much routine as we can. and try to keep you updated as we find out on our dilemma and what is going on with the truck.
Good morning, Tina. So, do we have the truck back? Is the truck fixed? Nope. What are we doing today?
Picking the truck up.
Well, that seems odd. Yeah. So anyways, to be honest, we had the truck in the shop for, I don't know, almost a week. And they're still troubleshooting it, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. It still runs, but not very well. And we've been paying for a campground here. Now we have a membership campground that's not far away. So we're going to go get the truck and attempt to move the RV to the membership campground so we can at least begin to limit some of the money we're spending, because between rental car and car repair, truck repair, and campsite, we spend a lot of money every day.
Yeah, because we already had paid for another campground for the rally, so we basically paid double this week.
Yeah, and we're rolling into another week where we had reservations, and we're too close to the reservations, so they don't get refunds. They did give us a credit, so we'll try to fit that into our plans later on this summer to still make it there so we can take advantage of the money we've already spent.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is a domino effect for sure, and it's not for the faint of heart, let me tell you, because it'll stress you a little bit. So,
yeah.
But anyhow, on a positive note, if the auto shop was struggling with fixing the truck, there probably wasn't much else I could do. Even though I tried.
I keep telling him he's not a diesel mechanic, so
I
go
tried.
easy on yourself.
I tried hard, but
you did all you could do, and
yeah.
Obviously, the experts are struggling too. So
that was a country song, something about don't know how to do it any other way but the hard way or something. And that's pretty much me. If I call for help for something, you're gonna earn it.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we're getting on out here because we're gonna go get in the truck and try to get this taken care of quickly. We just wanted to keep you up to date and what was going on. And let you know how it turns out. Come along with us.